Hi, everybody. It is week 4 of our global prayer circle. Can't believe that much time has actually passed since we've all been at home, or many of us, and those who are out there working for the rest of us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We still have a few people coming in. Ellis, would you be willing to admit anybody who comes on the call from this point forward so I don't have to pay attention to that? Thank you, Ellis. Ellis is here helping a little bit today. Grateful for you, Ellis. Yes, people are still joining us. Wow, what a gathering we have today.
Hello.
Hello. So everyone will be muted as you come into the call, just so that we can avoid any static or background noise. In your participant panel on the Zoom screen that you're looking at, you should be able to mute yourself as well as unmute yourself if the time comes. There should also be a place where you can raise your Zoom hand. If you raise your physical hand in your little screen, I don't see everybody who's on the call all at once, so I won't see that. So you can raise your Zoom hand when the time comes for sharing, or you could type in the chat box. There is a chat box there, and if you would like to share but you don't know how to raise your hand, you can put your name and say sharing in the chat box, or if you want to write a prayer down into the chat box, then I can read that out and we can all read it in the chat stream. So just know that. My computer screen just told me that my internet is unstable. And for those of you who know me and have been here with me before, know I'm on a farm here in Oregon, a little bit out in the country. And well, sometimes the internet is not super great, but we've managed pretty good so far. So inshallah, it will continue for this whole call. Okay, it seems like people have stopped coming in. As I said that, 2 more people popped on. So let's let them get in. Wow, 44 of us today. How wonderful is that? Gosh, still people are coming on. So I think what I'll do is just begin, and everyone who comes in from now on, welcome. As we've done the last many weeks, I find that this is a beautiful container to help hold our gathering and our time on the planet and our hearts and all of that. So let's just all sink into this honoring together. In gratitude of the directions, east, south, west, north, above, below, center, we are honored with this opportunity to co-create in this place. In gratitude of the elements, air, fire, water, earth, akasha, we are honored with the building blocks that provide foundation. In honor of time, past, present, future, we are honored by the ancestors, the now, and the descendants. In gratitude of the makers, mother, father, God in all the names, we are honored with this opportunity to experience the gift of life. In gratitude of the guides, teachers, divinity, nature, archetypes, allies, we are honored with the wisdom, understanding, and patience. In gratitude of ourselves, heart, mind, body, soul, we are honored with the chance to serve the highest good of all. So over the last many weeks, we've come into a form with this weekly global prayer circle. And we have some agreements that I just want to read out because there are many of you that have come on the call who haven't been with us before. And welcome to all of the new people and to all those who have joined us these last many weeks. So this is a safe place for all traditions, all faiths, all religions, all people who are seeking a connection through the sharing of prayer. This is a space where we can all arrive on a shared foundation built upon our collective, diverse, multicultural, beautiful prayers. This is a space to engage in deep sharing and listening to the prayers we each hold. Announcements, information, and informal sharing is for other places. This is a space of non-judgment, cooperation, and global community. And this gathering is being recorded, and I'm going to post it onto the Global Prayer Circle Facebook group for the benefit of others. So those are our agreements. I changed a little bit the third one down, because last week we had a little bit more talking and information and announcements. And I just really feel that there are so many places out in the world where we can share that way. And there's not so many places where we can share this way. So thank you for honoring that agreement. And if you come to any other agreements you would like to see us as a global community hold, you can type those in your text box and we can look at that as a group. Okay, so actually let's do this. Let's talk about the sharing piece, the prayer share, and then we'll do some heart breathing, and then we're going to begin with our actual, I'll shut up and open it to what's next. So in general, during our prayer circle, if you have a prayer to share, you'll raise your Zoom hand or type it in the box. And we're keeping prayers around 3 minutes. And so far, everybody's been kind of keeping it pretty tight to that. When you are ready to say your prayer, please say your first name and where in the world you are, so we know where that prayer is being anchored. You're encouraged and invited to offer your prayer in your own language and from your own tradition, or if you want to speak it in English, that's fine. I believe we don't need to understand the specifics of the words in our minds to understand the prayer in our heart. And I do keep track of time, so if you do hear the chimes come on my little phone here, that means it's time to bring your prayer to a close. This week, as I announced in the letter I sent out last night and we talked about last week, Nikki Scully is here, and she is going to share with us a prayer ceremony she's been carrying for, I think, over 45 years. She'll tell us more about that. She'll give us a little bit of history of what this prayer ceremony is, and she'll begin the prayer. Then we're going to open it up in our way that we do for anyone to add their prayer into this, and then she's going to close the prayer at the end with her ceremony. So with that, Nikki, I'm going to just anchor us in our heart breath, and are you ready to go after that? You're not, you're muted, but just shake your head, I can see you. Yeah? Okay. So the heart breath came from Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. And this is a very deeply condensed version of it. But let's all just find our seats wherever we are on the planet, wherever we are in our house, wherever we are in our hearts, wherever we are in our minds, wherever we are in our bodies. Just arrive and take a deep breath into your heart center. And breathe out love. Breathe deeply the love from the heart of the earth into your heart center. And breathe out love. Breathe deeply the love from the heart of the cosmos into your heart center. And breathe out love. Breathe deeply the love from the heart of the divine into your heart center. And breathe out love. Breathe in love. Breathe out love. One planet, one people, one cosmos, connected through our shared breath. And so, Nikki, I'm going ahead and unmuting you now so that you are open. And while she's talking about the history of this pipe that she's sharing with us today, I'm going to smudge all 54 of us that are on this call, as well as the 230 of us who are registered, as well as the 7 billion of us who are sharing this planet. Okay? So whenever you're ready, Nikki, go ahead.
Okay, I want to seal it better. Just a minute.
And I have our heart flame here with me.
Okay, I've already filled the pipe, put in a pinch for each direction, as I called it. And this is a Blackfeet pipe. It came to me in 1974, and with instructions that it had been visioned by a ghost dancer who was told he was to make a pipe for the Grateful Dead. And then he described to the person he knew had a connection with the Grateful Dead, because he didn't know how to get it to them. And he described the person that was supposed to keep it, and she recognized me. And so it came to me, and I've been caring for it. I think I held it for 7 years before I finally asked for help, because I didn't really know what to do with it or how to do it, and I needed a teacher. And so I had been doing it on my own, but it was time to, because it's a council pipe, do it for the world. So I got instructed. And are they able to see? Can you see this pipe, Indigo?
Here, let me pause from my Ellis, can you set Nikki to be on speaker view for me so that I don't lose track of who I'm smudging right now?
Okay, it looks kind of, there's not much light on it, but there we go. There, you can see it. It's really quite beautiful. It's called The Hand That Holds the Healing Cup, and it's made out of green stone. And apparently there were 4 pipes of very specific colors that actually found their connection to one another over the years, that completed the circle. And it's, it doesn't belong to me, but it's a treasure that I have safeguarded since 1974. And it's my honor and privilege to take it up with you all on this day, so that you can all make prayers to the pipe. I've already offered it to the directions. So let's see. Do you want to be able to see me, right? Then I'll go ahead and do it seated. Oh, great spirit, great mystery. We thank you for this day, for the privilege of taking up this sacred chanupa, the sacred pipe, to make prayers for the people and allow people to make prayers in this way. Oh, great spirit, there's so much to be thankful for. And at the same time, there are many needs on the planet right now. Many people are suffering. Many people are sick. And so my first prayer is for all those who are suffering with this coronavirus, as well as those with other maladies that are suffering throughout the world at this time. Please ease their pain and the distress that they and their families are carrying. Oh, great spirit, great mystery. Please ease the weight on the hearts of people during this troubling time. Please allow people to know their freedom, even in the case of all of our confinement. There's so much to be grateful for. As I look out upon the spring green in this valley where I live, as I looked upon the moon in the night last night and was doubly aware that that same moon is shining on all of us, even if it's at different times when it's right above us. We all share that same light and that same magic. Oh, great spirit, great mystery. Please hear my prayers for people throughout the planet that are suffering and those in need of support, and particularly those who find themselves alone and frightened. These prayers go out to them. They go out to all people everywhere, because we're all in need of support and solace. Oh, great spirit, please hear prayers for the children everywhere, but especially those children that have no parents. May they be well tended and know the love of siblings or whomever is taking care of them, whoever is taking care of them. Oh, great spirit, please, please help this troubled world. Help us to find peace where there is strife, where there is fighting. Let there be enough food and nourishment for all the people, and especially the children. Let there be go ahead and open this to others that they might pray, and I'll continue to pray in silence and give others an opportunity.
Hi, Nikki.
Can you bring other people in?
Yes, as if you have a prayer that you want to offer, please raise your Zoom hand and I will unmute you. And I'll call on your name in the order, or you can write your name in the chat box and that will let me know that you're wanting to say a prayer. Okay.
And when everybody who has wanted to pray, I'll come back and complete mine and close it, okay?
Yes. Perfect. All right. So Melanie, you have your mic open. Welcome.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So this is a prayer that I got from my wonderful dear friend Laurelyn Imbler, and the yogini and just a dear soul. And it's a prayer to be invoked at times of uncertainty, at times when fear arises. It's a prayer of surrender. So if you'll just bring your hands together over your heart. And on a deep breath, on the exhale, just bow your head. And let these words penetrate. I bow down and offer all of my efforts to all of my teachers. That teacher which is this birth I have taken. That teacher which is this life I continue to lead. That teacher which is the hardships and calamities in my way. That teacher which sits close by. And that teacher which is beyond all this, formless and supreme. That teacher which is beyond all this, formless and supreme.
Ahom. Takoyase.
And I'll send that out to everyone on the chat. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So next with her hand up is Connie Vogel. You are unmuted. And everybody, I'll unmute you, but if you could mute yourself back up after you're sharing, that would be very helpful. Thank you. Go ahead, Connie.
Thank you. I have a closing prayer. I've been a student of Nikki's for a long time, and so it was inspired by her. I would like to share that. I use this closing prayer at the close of my planetary healing sessions that I hold. And but first, I want to speak from my heart. Great Spirit, our hearts are breaking. We see the sorrow, we feel the pain. We know these times is what we have come here for. Allow our hearts to break open wide, so that we can feel and see all the light, all the energy, all the support, all the angels, all the guides who gather and rally around us now as we bring our hearts together for the moments such as these, for our planet, for humanity, and for all life on earth. Let it be. So it is. Amen. And the prayer I wanted to share with you is Divine Great Mother, we unite here now for thee. We unite for our planet, home of all sentient beings. We unite our hearts as one, pouring our unconditional love and intentions to raise the vibrations throughout the land We're all that walk, swim, crawl, and fly on your mantle. May the volume of our healing intentions and the power behind the river of love generated in this present moment bring some measure of forgiveness for any lack of stewardship in days past. We hear the call, and we are here. We hear your cries, we feel your tears. Please hear our sincere cries now and take our tears that they may cleanse away some measure of wrongs. Guide us true on our path with you, always in service for the highest good of all the land, the water, the air, and the spirit of all sentient beings. Great Spirit and all allies present in this healing circle for our Mother Earth. Please take our united energies from the universal cauldron and spread them lavishly throughout the land to all situations in need, to all sentient beings in need, and always for the highest good of all. We hear your cries, we feel your tears. We hear the call, and we are here. Amen, aho, and so it is. It is done, it is done, it is done.
Oh,
Thank you for allowing me to share.
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, next I see Bambi has her hand up. Go ahead, Bambi. No.
I'd like to read this short description for the great invocation. The above invocation or prayer does not belong to any person or group, but to all humanity. The beauty and the strength of this invocation lies in its simplicity and in its expression of certain central truths which all men innately and normally accept. The truth of the existence of a basic intelligence to whom we vaguely give the name of God. The truth that behind all outer seeming, the motivating power of the universe is love. The truth that a great individuality came to earth, called by Christians the Christ, and embodied that love so that we could understand the truth that both love and intelligence are effects of what is called the will of God. And finally, the self-evident truth that only through humanity itself can the divine plan work out. And the great invocation goes, from the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center, where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center, which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth.
Thank you. So, Percy has asked to offer a prayer. Let me find you, Percy. There you are. And you are now unmuted, Percy. Can you try saying something? You are unmuted on my end. So Percy, type your prayer into the chat box and I will speak it for you, okay? Okay. All right. While Percy is typing his prayer, I'm going to go to Colleen. Go ahead, Colleen. You are unmuted.
Good. Thank you so much. It's great to be here and be part of this pipe ceremony as well, Nikki. And for me personally, and therefore for all, I want to say a prayer for more and more balance. And naturally, then I want to call in Ma'at to help us and the Netaru, all of our guides. The breath. And just if we can have some silence for a moment while we're together in our hearts, sending the love. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So, Anita, I see your hand is up. You are unmuted. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm Anita, and I'm here in New York. And thank you, Nikki, for this amazing pipe ceremony. Let us look into that etheric smoke that rises from the sacred pipe. Let us know, let us breathe it into our bodies, our minds, and deep into our hearts. Let it fill us with its power and its cosmic beauty. As the sacred pipe's smoke rises into the ethers and the cosmos, and our imagination carries it to every place that life exists in whatever form it has chosen to take. Let us see and know and understand what has been and thrown across our path now by fear that has risen from the birthing of a virus, born of darkness and misunderstanding. Let us learn the lessons that it is here to teach. The people who walk across this planet and gather the flowers of compassion and love for all living things that we may have forgotten. Let us now see them and hear them and comprehend all that is around and within and that will become from us. Let this 2020 year be one that we shall be able to look back upon and recognize the improved and empowered version of our lives. Let insight that it can be, let insight as it can mean to us as 2020's vision, and that insight becomes inspiration for the betterment of the world and all of us across it. Every being sharing this new world in whatever way it shall become, and that we are all blessed, and those that are ill be healed in whatever way that must take for their life path. I ask the great Creator, our allies, and our guides that they all stand beside us, hold our hands, and make us aware and help us to understand as we wait in this great pause. Amen.
Thank you, Anita. Okay. So I now see, sorry, time's up. Daniela, I see your hand is up. You are unmuted. Welcome.
Hello, and Daniela, I'm calling from Belgium, Brussels, and I would like to offer, it's a combination of prayer and invocation and blessing all in one, I believe. That's how I feel it. It's a somewhat customized extract from A Course in Miracles. With nothing in our hands to which we cling, with lifted hearts and listening minds, we hear a single voice speaking of truth. Salvation covers us with soft protection and peace so deep that no illusion can disturb our mind nor offer proof that it is real. At that moment, separation ends and we know who we really are. Blessings, everyone.
Thank you, Tonya. All right, I see Percy has added his prayer, so I'm going to go ahead and read that for you, Percy, okay? Great Spirit, we will overcome this virus as we have overcome so many things. But
we missed you for a second there, Indigo.
okay, thank you.
You just came on, really, Indigo. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd only said a few words, so do you hear me now okay? Yeah? Good. Okay. So from Percy. Great Spirit, we will overcome this virus as we have overcome so many things. But we will then need to awaken compassion in millions of hearts because we will have more unemployment than we've ever known in the entire planet. Kindly place the finer qualities of love, compassion, and understanding in all human hearts, that we may get the message of our oneness, that this virus has made completely clear, and that we may share all the essentials of life as we slowly recover our planetary and human equanimity. Thanks in advance, Great Spirit, and we remain confident even in these dark days, of your love and positive energy. Namaste. All right. Who else has a prayer to offer? The floor is open. Oop, where'd you go? Hold on, sorry. All right. Ellen, I see your hand is up. You are unmuted. Go ahead.
Thank you. I hear that everybody is praying for people and for our world, and I understand that. However, I'd like to share a prayer for animals by Albert Schweitzer. Hear our humble prayer, O God, for our friends, the animals, especially for animals who are suffering, for any that are hunted or lost or deserted or frightened or hungry, for all that must be put to death. We entreat for them all, thy mercy and pity. For those who deal with them, we ask a heart of compassion and gentle hands and kindly words. Make us ourselves to be true friends to animals and to share the blessings of the merciful. Thank you.
Thank you. Who else would like to share their prayer? So you can find your Zoom hand in your participant panel. And you can also let me know in the chat box. All right, JJ, go ahead. You are unmuted. Maybe. There we go. Trying to unmute you. Maybe try unmute from your end and see if that works. There we are. Hi.
Hi, I'm Julia from Orkney, and I'd like to pray that this really troubled times can now bring together everyone of all religions, and that all the differences between each and every religion to be dissolved, that they all realize that we are one, that there is no separation, and that there is only one true source, the divine, the center of everything. And I pray with all my heart that the divisions between all religions are united, so that they have no anger and no angst with each other anymore, that this terrible, terrible tragedy has one good outcome, to bring everyone together with one heart and one mind and one true purpose, to reunite this planet in love and in peace, and that we can build this planet once again into a beautiful, beautiful, shining being that she is already, but we have hurt her so much. Let us see that beautiful being shine once more, really shine out, and let us really hear with new ears the voices of all the creatures and all the animals around this earth, and all the plants and all the nature spirits, everything. Let us see with clear vision things that have been blinded from us before, that we can't see anymore. Let us revive what we can see within Mother Nature and within her being. Let us have a personal relationship with that beautiful being once more, and restore her energy and restore our hearts, and let us be able to see and communicate clearly with the Divine Mother and the Divine Father, and let us all rejoice in this. And I pray with all my heart that this can be established once again on this planet. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Who else would like to offer a prayer? So a prayer came into the chat from Anne. And Anne says, or Anne prays, I pray for all of us here on earth and ask the beings of the light and guardian spirits help us realize our light that blazes through all of us as one. May we learn the lessons of COVID-19 virus to give each and every one of us space. And may the virus slow and stop its spread as we come to understand who we truly are. Blessed be, and thank you. Thank you, Anne. So I am going to take that as a cue with this light that's coming through. I'm going to read it in English because I don't have the Arabic yet. We did this prayer a couple of weeks ago it's a dua from Islam, and it goes like this. O Allah, place light in my heart, and on my tongue light, and in my ears light, and in my sight light, and above me light, and below me light, and to my right light, and to my left light, and before me light, and behind me light. Place in my soul light. Magnify for me light, and amplify for me light. Make for me light, and make me a light. Make all of us a light. O Allah, grant me light, and place light in my nerves, and in my body light, and in my blood light, and in my hair light, and in my skin light. O Allah, make for me a light in my grave, and a light in my bones. Increase in me in light, increase me in light, increase me in light. Grant me, grant us, grant this planet light upon light. I don't know if Saeed's on the call right now. I think he might be, but perhaps he can open his mic and read that to us in Arabic. If you're willing, Saeed, raise your hand and let us know. Hi, Saeed. Do you have it there in front of you? I can put it in the chat. I don't think. We're hearing some Egyptian life there. Okay. So it seems that I'm gonna. There we go.
did hear you, Saeed.
Can you go now? We hear you now.
Do you hear me now?
Yes. Hi.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Whenever you're ready.
اللهم اجعل في قلبي نورا وفي عيني نورا ومن أمامي نورا ومن خلفي نورا وعن يميني نورا وعن يساري نورا ومن بين أحبتي نورا ومن بين أهلي نورا. اللهم ارزقنا نورا. اللهم ارفع عنا البلاء. اللهم بدلنا في أحسن حال. اللهم آتنا خير ما وعدتنا وارفع عنا شر ما بليتنا. اللهم إنا نصطبر لحكمك ولبلائك وما نملك إلا الدعاء إليك. اللهم ارض عنا وتقبل منا. آمين.
Shukran, Saeed. Lori, I see your hand is up. You are unmuted. You might want to unmute yourself. My system's laggy.
Okay. Okay. How's my sound?
Great.
Is it okay? I'm on a
Yes.
cell phone. Okay. I'd like to read a poem that's resurfaced and circulating. It's by the Irish poet Kitty O'Meara. And the people stayed home. They read books and listened and rested and exercised and made art. They played games and learned new ways of being and were still. They listened more deeply. Some meditated, some prayed, some danced, some met their shadows. And then the people began to think differently. And the people healed. In the absence of people living in ignorant, dangerous, mindless, and heartless ways, the earth began to heal. When the danger passed, the people joined together again. They grieved their losses and made new choices and dreamed new images and created new ways to live. And the people and the earth healed as one.
And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you, Lori. And I see that Martha Lee wrote in the chat box prayers for the children and the child in all of our hearts. May we all feel the loving comfort of the divine. May we feel the sacred hugs calming our fears. Hugging all of you. And I'm looking at our friend time. It's 11:54 here in the Pacific Northwest, and I want to honor that we come to close just around noon. But I also want to make sure that if there's anything else that needs to be shared in this time, if you could go ahead and raise your hand. I think we have time for maybe one more prayer before we bring it back to Nikki to close the pipe ceremony. And Connie, I just see that you have a note there. You'd like to offer a hold the earth in your heart prayer. So go ahead. Let me find you. Connie, where are you? There you are. You should be unmuted now. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much. This is from another teacher, Lou Martin, and it's so beautiful. I just would really love to share it with you all. Hold the heart, hold the earth in your heart, breathing deeply, steadily, powerfully. Dear friends, we want you to feel the presence of spirit all around you. Within you, above you, below you, left and right, before, behind, within, and all around. I am surrounded by spirit. I am surrounded by my loved ones in this world and in the next. I am surrounded by my guides, guardians, teachers, and friends of love and light, of courage and faith, of wisdom and healing, of happiness and joy. Take a breath. When you quieten your mind, when you open your heart, when you awaken your spirit, you as a doorway, you as a lighthouse, you as a vessel, you as an instrument, shine forth your love and light. The song of your heart, the poem of your soul. And you cast your vibration of inspiration, creativity, wisdom, and love into the field of your being, lifting your vibration, filling your own cup, blessing your gifts, talents, and abilities, and opening to the higher mind, to the genius, to the unlimited imagination of all that is you. Take a breath. Seeding, sensing, knowing that in our oneness with you, in our oneness with all that is, with something new, has begun this very day. Ripples of love and light pour forth from your heart, soul, and spirit into your body, mind, blessing, healing, purifying, clarifying, renewing, rebirthing. Take a breath. Let the peace and grace, that which you are, radiate to you, your loved ones, family and friends, to your community, your country, pouring forth for the healings, the blessings upon those wounded places, those fearful places, those broken hearts, those fearful souls that are wanting hope, help, and love. Take a breath. I am here with you. I am one with you. I am here for love. I am here with you. I am one with you. I am here for love. I am here with you. I am one with you. I'm here for love. Take a breath. Imagine the love and the light of all that is touching every heart, soul, and spirit in this world with you, through you, and in you. You hold the earth in your heart. You hold the world in your hands. You hold humanity in your imagination with all that is, and together we lift up this world to the light, in peace, in grace, and for transformation, renewed, remade, and reborn. Take a breath. Lifting it up and letting it go, calling forth the angels of the beings of light, the dove of peace and healing to shine above you, her radiant presence, her beauty, goodness, and truth, the force of and the power of light and the love for all, within all as one. We give thanks for you, your courage, your faith, your vision, and the year of the vision and the visionaries. We do love you so. We love you forever. We love you more than you will ever know. As all is well, all is well, all is wonderfully well for you and those that you love. In the oneness of all that is, be it, let it be, and so it is. Peace and blessings. Be the peace in the world and see anew. Namaste.
Thank you, Connie. So there's one more hand that is raised, and it's close to noon, and Nikki is going to close our prayer. So I want to make sure that this last prayer is added in, and I ask all of your permission to extend time a little bit so that we can hear this prayer and then finish with Nikki. So thank you for that. Iwana, I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly. Please correct me. Iwana, you're unmuted now. Go ahead.
Yes, it is Iwana. Can you hear me?
Yes. Where are you?
I am in Matthews, North Carolina. And I wanted to share that what came to me from Spirit was the word and the image of reconfiguration at the quantum level. And I like to share just a little bit of song as it comes through me right now. In light language, and it is a song from the heart for harmonization. So even if 1 minute or as long as you can allow it, here it goes. Thank you.
Thank you. And Nikki, I am unmuted you. And
Thank you.
please bring this all to Spirit for us.
I want to thank you all for your beautiful prayers. They have all gone into the bowl of this sacred pipe, the hand that holds the healing cup. And it will, so when I light it and smoke it, it's the smoke that carries the prayers to all our relations. And know that you have been heard. The home of Takoyase. And so it is. Thank you so much for your prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikki, for carrying this pipe and the prayers that it holds for your family, for the Grateful Dead family, for the whole world. I just know personally how many prayers have gone into that pipe and through all these years. So I honor you. I see you. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you for doing this every week for people, making this opportunity. It's really lovely. Thank you for inviting me.
The least I can do. It's the least I can do. So just to bring us to a close, as many of you know, there's a Facebook group, and I'll post the recording for this into that Facebook group. And so the information is there on your screen now. And I've also created a map, and that the link to that map is also in the Facebook group. And I haven't updated it since a lot of people have registered for the call, but I will work on that this week. And you can add yourself as well. There's a tutorial how to use the Google Maps in last week's prayer circle call in the very beginning. I talked about how to do it. So if you're not already added on that map, I invite you to. It's getting lit up with all of us, and it's very fun to see that. So check it out. And so much gratitude and deep, deep, deep appreciation for each and every one of you and your prayers, both spoken and held within the silence of your heart. And I hope to see you all next week at the same time and the same place, right here on planet Earth. So until then, thank you all. I love you. Big hearts. And let me get over here. Hold on. I like to open it up. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Here we go. Let me open all our mics so we are all in the same soundscape. There we are. Hey, before we get off the call, let's all just say love all at the same time. Can we do that? Like,
Yeah, we could try.
and just like, ready? Let's do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Love.
Thank the world, God.
Love you.
Love you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Indigo.
Bye, everyone.
Blessings,
See you
blessings.
next week.
Blessings.
Sun, everyone.
Thank you.
Blessings, blessings.
Be well. Stay safe. Take care of each other. Wash your hands.
Oh, it is.
Bye.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and close the meeting now.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you.
Maybe.
Thank you, Indigo.
Maybe I'm not going to close the meeting. My screen is being funny. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I'm ending the meeting for real. Bye, everyone. So much love to you all.
Bye.